Good morning everyone and welcome to the Total Picture. Today we're making cookies, so let's get started. So today is our Christmas special, so I wanted to do something fun, and I'm actually going to be making my grandmother's homemade cookie recipe with some icing. So let's get started. First of all, the ingredients list. You'll need 1 cup of unsalted butter, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 large egg, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 teaspoon baking powder, 3/4 teaspoon salt, and then we're going to need to preheat the oven to 350. So first we're going to take the sugar and our butter. We're going to put those together, and then we're going to cream the mixture. So all that means, we're just going to take this and mix it up real good so it's all combined, and this is going to set the base for our cookies. So as we're making these, I thought it'd be fun to kind of recap the year, because we've had a big one here at TSP. We got to see the greenhouse at the Tipton schools completed. That was one of our big community moments this year. We've been able to see somewhere around 425, give or take a few, students and staff and faculty from all over the country coming to our facility, including schools right here, within Tipton County and the counties around us. So that's been awesome. We were able to partner with the National FFA to make those field trips happen this year. So we've had so much fun with adding field trips to our repertoire that it's been. We've also been able to do a lot with our facility this year. We've expanded with more warehousing. We finished up the distribution center. So that's been awesome to see kind of get into working order, and you guys will definitely see more of that as we get that more and more into the natural flow of things. So it's going pretty well so far. Everything's getting pretty streamlined over there. But real quick, after this we're going to add our vanilla extract. This is some my lovely wife made, because apparently we do that now. So just a splash, not a whole lot. That will all come out. That will give this a nice Christmassy vanilla flavor. So mix that in real good, and then we're going to take 1 large egg. If I can crack it, put that in there. And then we're just going to mix it up. And so this will be our wet side. And then in a separate bowl, I've already mixed up our dry ingredients. So that'll be the flour, baking powder, and our salt. So those have already been pre-mixed together, so they're all nice and incorporated. And then here in just a minute, I'm gonna add the dry ingredients into our wet, and we will start to have cookie dough. So how about you? How was your 2023? Did you get stuff done? Did you meet any of those goals you set back in January? If not, that's okay. There's a lot of things I didn't get to this year, but that's why we get a new one. That's what the New Year's for, right? Always be better than last year. So as I'm mixing these together, we're gonna get to see how it starts to clump up really good, nicely, and that's what we want. We want that to start looking kind of doughy as it all gets incorporated together. And at some point, I am just gonna have to get in here with my hands and get all this incorporated. So, so it is starting to look a little bit too wet for what we're wanting. So I'm going to give this one more good mix. And I'm actually going to grab a little reserve flour. So I'm gonna add this in kind of slowly. So another big thing from our year, we're always happy with good growth and expanding our teams and everything. And we love to get new people coming through the doors of TSP. But we also do like being able to promote from within. So we've actually been able to promote 5 individuals inside our organization this year, which is awesome. That's one thing I very much so love about being part of Team TSP. I like a company that's willing to look within to find those people that they need for their next level positions. You know, coordinators, supervisors, managers. You know, stick with the people who are doing well for you already. Why not? So that's been exciting. I've been very happy to see a lot of good team members and co-workers get promoted into bigger and better roles and see them kind of grow into them. So that's been awesome this year, and I'm super excited for all the things that they're going to do in 2024 and beyond. So this has come together pretty nicely. It's still feeling a little wet, so these are going to end up being shaped cookies, so you're going to want this to be a pretty dry dough. So if it's feeling wet, just continue to add flour. It's not going to be a bad thing if it's a little dry, because we're going to add lots of good, yummy icing on top. So there's nothing to worry about. These are going to taste just fine. So as you can see, it's starting to stick together a little bit better. So we're wanting it to be a little bit drier, but we're getting there. So I'm gonna add just a tad more bit of flour. So I'm just gonna add some more flour. So how's your Christmas shopping going? Y'all done with everything? Presents wrapped? I mean, last minute's okay. I do it all the time. So don't worry about it if your presents aren't all wrapped, or heck, maybe you don't have any of them. Don't worry about that. Make some cookies. Everybody loves cookies. So as you can see, the cookie dough is coming together really nicely. It's looking really good. So at this point, we're going to take this big old wad cookie dough. I like to kind of jimmy it around in the bowl, get it into a nice little ball. Everything looking real smooth. So at this point, you're going to want to take this, separate it into probably 2 or 3 sections, cover it in saran wrap, and let it sit. 30 minutes in the fridge, an hour on your counter. Just let everything sit. So give that some time and we'll be right back. Alrighty, so we're back. So I have taken half of our dough. I've lightly powdered it with some flour, and as you can see, our work surface has a good flouring on top. So now we're going to make our cookies. If you have a rolling pin, it works so much better, but this is my grandma's recipe, so I'm going to do it how she did it. So first, she'll give it a nice, good flattening in her hand, get it into a nice disc, and then, I don't know if this is one of her old stories of, oh, we didn't have rolling pins when I grew up. We couldn't afford them, or, you know, we had to use a stick out in the yard. I don't know, but this is how she did it. She liked to kind of pat it down my hand so she could feel the thickness. So If you want a fluffier cookie, you can do these at about a 1/4 inch thick off the table. If you want a nice thin crispy cookie, you're going to be wanting about 1/8 of an inch thick. So now, come in with your shapes. I have a little ginger human and a star. So put these in, give them a little jimmy. You might have to break away some of the stuff around it, but voila, you have a little person cookie. So repeat this as you get your dough cut away. Take the scraps, reform them into a ball, flatten it back out, and continue cutting until you've used up all your dough. And if you get down to the last bit, there's nothing wrong with just making a nice handsome circle and putting that on the cookie sheet. So you're going to want to take your cookie sheet, line it with some parchment paper, and then bake at 350 for 8 to 11 minutes. Pull them out and let them cool for about an hour in the fridge, 2 hours on your countertop. So while these are in the oven, I'm going to show you how to make the icing. Alrighty, so I'm back and we are making the icing for our sugar cookies. So what you'll need is 3 cups of powdered sugar, 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk, 2 tablespoons of light corn syrup, and then a ½ teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then food dye if you'd like to make some fun colors with your icing. So I already have our powdered sugar, milk, and light corn syrup in here. And then I'm just gonna add a splash of this vanilla extract. Bada boom, bada bing. And now I'm just gonna mix. And if you accidentally add a little bit too much milk or corn syrup and it's a little thin, no problem. You can always grab the trusty bag of powdered sugar. And add some in. It'll thin out very, very quickly. So continue to work on the mixture, and it's powdered sugar, so naturally you're going to get it everywhere. Don't worry about it. Messes clean up. Remember, nothing is ruined until you give up. You can always fix it, try again, but once you give up, that's when it's ruined. So just keep going at it. And then once it's all mixed up, you're going to want to take a baggie and then pour it into the baggie, and then boom, we have a beautiful tray of cookies and then all these pretty colors to decorate our cookies with. So I'm going to do a time lapse and then we're going to have some decorated cookies for you. So boom, there you have it. We have a beautiful tray of cookies. Now, I knew these would remind me of my grandma, but they look like I decorated them with my grandma when I was 5 years old. But these are gonna be so fun. They're really delicious, and I had a lot of fun making them. And like I said, it's Christmas. It reminds me of growing up making cookies with my grandma. And I like being reminded of the awesome things that I used to be able to do, which is why we also like to talk about all the awesome stuff we get to do here, and why I wanted to make this video, because we had a really great year here at TSP, and we're really excited for where 2023 went and where 2024 is going to go. We already have some big plans, so we appreciate you guys for joining us this year. We hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, and we hope you guys will come back and join us for the ride in 2024. We already have some fun stuff ready for you. So if you did like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. And if you want more content from us, you can go find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. And if you want even more content from us, you can go subscribe to our monthly Telefocus newsletter. For now, that's all we have. Merry Christmas, and we can't wait to see you in the new year. Bye for now.